Uh-oh. Solo leveling, not glaze, but slander, specifically about the English dub of episode 6, where, you know, we got Tusk and his English voice acting. I hear that it is just on another level of low. Chibi's got a video wrapping that up. Please let me know. Excuse me?
Do you still think the mighty Karakalkan? I'm no match for you?
That's gotta be racist. That's gotta be racist. What was that accent? What was that accent?
You still think the mighty Karakalkan? I'm no match for you?
I'm the what for you? Gun. Yep.
Solo fire!
What is that voice mod? Solo fire!
My soldiers are superior in quantity and quality.
My soldiers are in for. Now I get what it means by you guys saying he sounds like Andre the Giant, put like a voice mod. And if that's his actual accent, I apologize, right? We shouldn't be making fun of a person that's accent he can't control. But who the fuck greenlit this? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Apparently he's a celebrity. And like, this is his first time voice acting. Okay, sure, you have an accent. Everybody has some sort of accent. But like, don't you think that there should be some level of, listen, I don't think you're really the fit for this role, but they just greenlit it. It sounds ridiculous.
It's only a matter of time before your magic power is gone.
It does sound like Arnold. Get to the chopper.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
My body can possibly be destroyed. I'm invincible!
I'm invincible! I would have loved Arnold to actually voice act Tusk, but this is, again, you shouldn't be making fun of someone's, you know, voice accent that they cannot change. But this is a specific role that the studio chose to highlight Tusk. Someone heard him rehearsing and said, yup, that's the guy. Whomever made that decision needs to be fired.
I'm invincible! I think I put more emotion into that take than what we just had from here.
Yeah.
FYI, this is an official English dub from Crunchyroll. They got a celebrity hire.
Classic Crunchyroll. And hold up, celebrity hire?
Official English dub from Crunchyroll. They got a celebrity hire for this. They got an actual celebrity, J Balvin. You know J Balvin from Fortnite?
I do not, but Fortnite. So let me guess. This is a Nepo hire. Straight up, they're like, we don't care about the actual person that can, you know, emulate what Tusk should sound like. But we're going to choose a celebrity who is trendy with the kids. And maybe if we just put him up there and advertise him, people will watch it.
Fortnite, they got him to voice act Tusk in the latest episode, or one of the latest episodes of the English dub for Solo Leveling. And there's been a lot of drama around this that eventually reached my eyes and ears, and I want to be honest with you, I wish I could delete this voice acting from my memory.
You know what the really sad and tragic thing about this is? Whenever I have a gripe with English voice acting, it's because there's no emotion. There's no level of like care into it. Whenever you hear Japanese voice acting, even if you don't understand Japanese, you can tell how much effort and passion poured into it. Most English voice acting sounds like they're reading off a script. It's just so bland and has no place. This Tusk voice acting, I actually do think that there is emotion poured into it. But the voice modulator and the accent, that is creating such a dissonance in what we should be hearing from Tusk, that's the reason. Like, I straight up think his like, I am invincible, whatever. It does sound like he is passionate. It's just the wrong fit. This is just not it.
I honestly wish I could, because it is just so awful, and it honestly infuriates me in a different way than normal, that it just, I'm upset, man. So let's get right into this. Solo Leveling's dub in general isn't necessarily bad. I don't go out of my way to watch Solo Leveling in dub, or most anime in dub. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. I never watch 99% of all my anime in English sub.
Yep.
Okay, go figure. Makes sense, because I watch on release day. But the thing is that Solo Leveling's dub in general isn't necessarily bad. I mean, I literally show an example here. You literally hear, like, Jinwoo, he starts talking in English, and, I mean, it's not the best.
Sung Jin-woo's voice actor in English dub is amazing. His Arise in that Crunchyroll trailer hyping up season 2, that sent shivers. I think that he might be better, or even, like, equal or maybe better than the Japanese voice acting. Like, they're both great. Jinwoo, Alec Lee, like, bro, he is absolutely killing it. But everything else around it, it's not really there, right? I can only imagine the laughter that he's trying to hold back in the recording booth as he's recording this episode. Thank you, boss, for the 2 months of tier 1. I appreciate that. But just imagine just in the voice acting recording booth, like, I am invisible! And Alec probably like, wait, calm down. We gotta be professional. We gotta be serious right now. I want to know his true thoughts about this. Obviously, he can't say it. Like, if he were to openly shit on this guy and tell what he's honestly feeling, that's burning bridges. He can't be doing that.
Best voice acting I've ever heard.
So, I'll help them to hurt.
But it's not bad. It's not bad voice acting. Okay?
It's honestly good.
Especially when you pit it literally up against Tusk's VA in this episode. It is so... Like, I don't know what effects and distortion they did to his voice or whatever, but it
is beyond just like this isn't auto-tune, right? I don't know. Whenever I think of auto-tune, I think of T-Pain songs, but like this, bro, it's just whatever fucking post, editing they do to the audio clip, that's too much.
It's not good. It's unbelievably bad. Like, there is many scenes within this episode where I'm not even joking. I'm not even trying to play jokes, but legit, it is probably the world's first English dub anime that requires English subtitles to even be able to understand.
Yo, Chibi got jokes. The serious delivery of that world first English dub anime that needs English subtitles. True.
What Tusk is saying, because it sounds so distorted and so bad. And there was people in a meeting room. I want to make sure you get this picture here. There was people in a meeting room, in a company meeting, that approved of this English dub, that sat down and was like, good work.
Here's my take on this. I don't think they even cared about it. I think they saw the celebrity status, his association with collaboration on Fortnite. Oh, the kids love Fortnite. They love this guy. The kids also watch Solo Leveling. A bunch of out-of-touch fucking corporate suit losers who has no understanding of who their actual audience is, thinking, you know what? This celebrity dude, I think this will slap.
This is good. A-okay, the kids are gonna love this. You wanna know why the kids are gonna love this? Because J Balvin from Fortnite, he's gonna be...
And again, no disrespect to this celebrity guy, the J Balvin guy. I'm sure he's a great person that makes great music. It's just, this role, the post-audio edited voice acting, this is a terrible fit.
Voice acting Tusk. So obviously, the kids are gonna love it. The kids are gonna praise it. The kids are gonna eat that slop up. They're gonna have a lot of touch, fun with this scene, because J Balvin from Fortnite is, in it. Now,
straight up, I think that's exactly what those out-of-touch boomers are doing. Them kids love Fortnite. Oh, J Balvin out of fucking collaboration. It's gonna go crazy. Nope. They need to wipe out that upper C-suite staff, man. Who like Crunchyroll straight up needs like a divine retribution. Sony needs to come in and clean the house with Crunchyroll. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but it has gotten so just bad. Like, they've been on top for so long as being like the only like official anime distributor or whatever. They got too big to fail in their own opinion. They have the worst talent. They have no understanding of what people actually want. And this is just another point in a huge graph where so many different points are on the graph that makes a line, right? A pattern of behavior that says that Crunchyroll has no fucking idea what their audience actually wants, and they are so out of touch.
Jokes aside, one of the biggest issues I have with this whole situation is that it's very clear the reason why J Balvin was even hired was because he's a celebrity.
Yep.
He is a celebrity hire.
Yep.
He is someone that necessarily doesn't...
Nepo hire, not meritocracy. Straight up just based on the basis of, you know, his status as a celebrity.
Have a career in voice acting as a professional voice actor. He's released songs and stuff, but he's more or less just a singer. It doesn't necessarily mean it correlates to him being a professional voice actor. And I think that's very obvious, just judging by what you witnessed already in this video. And I feel like this showcases an inherent issue that is now growing, not just in the anime industry, but in the industry as a whole, that has been scrutinized and talked about a lot. And that is the fact that a lot of these companies, when they're making animated movies, not necessarily just anime, they like to hire celebrities. And
that's right. Like in the Mario movie, bro. Who was it? Oh, fuck. The guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Mario movie voice actor. This guy, Chris Pratt. I remember, like, the trailer for the Mario movie happening, and it's just like, it's a me, Mario. I thought something was happening to Chris Pratt. I'm like, what the fuck does Chris Pratt have to do with Mario? I thought they hired some Italian dude. I don't know. The movie did well, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, Jack Black, too, you know, the celebrity, he's in a lot of fucking drama recently. But, like, he does a great job voice acting Bowser. There are celebrities that can do a good job, but, like, there is this, like, weird pattern of behavior where no longer is talent being hired based on meritocracy of what they're supposed to be good at. Voice acting role, therefore, should be good at voice acting, but it's just like, hey, you're a big celebrity. I'm sure the kids would love it if we just brought you on board without even thinking about, does this guy fulfill the role of Tusk in Solo Leveling?
When I mean celebrities, I'm talking about celebrities that are mostly known in live-action films. They hire them...
Yeah. The Chris Pratt Mario and, again, Jack Black Bowser, like, I think, again, that was fantastic. I watched the movie. The movie was great.
Because their name carries weight. Their name is very impactful or very powerful or whatever. They can sell more copies, so to speak, to the people that support those said actors. But the thing is just because they're live-action actors doesn't necessarily mean that they're good voice actors.
I think that the One Piece live action did an amazing job with their cast. Because they could have straight up had some sort of like random ass celebrity play Luffy, but Oda himself was involved in picking out the talent, and he was like, yep, this is my guy. And I feel like the actors involved, the actresses, they're not really like crazy like S-list celebrities. A lot of them are quite unknown. A lot of it has to do with like, you know, business, you know, and like the marketing and the budgeting, because honestly, you don't want to pay like shitload of money just to have some random fucking actor, a really highly popular actor that has no fit with the roles, but hire relatively new talent, right? New talent that has a lot of potential that actually, through meritocracy, makes sense, and it did a good job doing that.
Especially in an animated film or anime, you get the point. But this has been an increasing problem where you see actual celebrity hires instead of actual professional voice acting.
Yeah.
This is a constant thing.
Yeah.
And this is an indication that, once again, we're going down that route. That we have a celebrity hire, J Balvin, being hired for an anime character. And I don't think this is a good sign. This is very worrisome because the money that is spent on hiring J Balvin could have been spent elsewhere. Now,
who knows, right? Exactly how much of the budget was put into him. Maybe J Balvin just worked for free, bro. I don't know. Nobody really knows the details here.
I'm going to be completely blunt here. I don't necessarily know who is completely in charge fully for the dub production of Soul Leveling. I do know that Crunchyroll gets the dub. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Netflix gets the dub as well. I don't know necessarily who is in charge of it. I don't know necessarily if it is Netflix that's doing the dubbing with another company.
I got no clue either.
Crunchyroll doing it internally or with another company. I have no idea. One thing in particular I do know is the one that is directing the dub is this individual right here, which is currently directing the Soul Leveling dub. And for the most part, like I said, the dub of Soul Leveling isn't necessarily bad. And it's very clear that this individual has a long history in the...
Yeah, she played Winry, Rockbell, in FMA and Brotherhood, right? That this is the main girl lead in that show, right? Vivi in One Piece, Oran High School Club mentioned Bakano, Danganronpa. Like, these are some great names. Even Freezing, bro. Isn't Freezing straight up an ecchi show? These Love Live Full, these are some huge names.
The industry since 2004, they have voiced many characters as well over the years. You could just clearly see it right here.
Yeah,
the list
all
is
this, man.
Massive. So
High School
they
DxD as
definitely
well.
Know how to voice act. They definitely have some insights in the industry, and so it's not something to where this person just came in as a hire because, you know, they were just hired to be hired and they know nothing about the industry, the anime industry, dubbing or whatever. They clearly know what they're doing. So the dub selection for J Balvin is a very big question mark, because it's like, for someone that obviously knows what they're doing, potentially in the industry, why would they hire someone and then approve of just such bad direction?
Well, here's the thing. I don't feel like every role in Solo Leveling dub is bad, right? I don't really know, but at the very least, notable characters like Sung Jin Moo, very good pick. He is the guy. Tusk is not really like a prominent character that constantly talks after episode 6. Yeah, we get him as, you know, part of our army. Tusk doesn't really talk. In episode 6, he yaps a lot. So maybe in the meeting room, someone had this great idea that, hey, it's a one-off episode. Let's just have a celebrity come in. Maybe it's going to be like a cool collaboration. The kids may love it because Fortnite Association, which is such a fucking out-of-touch take. They decided to go with that. So, I don't want to just completely blast this lady for not just like, you know, just... I think that she knows what she's doing. It's just very interesting how whoever decided this thought that it might be a good idea. Very experimental choice. I think it really backfired.
For the voice acting for Tusk within the, you know, this episode of Soul Leveling. It's very questionable because it's not good. And I'm not necessarily...
Yeah, I don't think she really did it either. She probably got pressured by someone higher up, right? The business suit that actually has most of the influence probably pitched that idea and was like, just do it.
Really wanting to blame J Balvin for this because, yeah, okay.
Okay, again, J Balvin, listen. The voice acting is atrocious. But this isn't really his fault. They approached him. They said, hey, we got a cool, you know, gig for you. It's a quite popular anime with the kids, you know, Fortnite, blah, blah, blah. You want to voice this guy? And I think, again, as comical and as mismatched Tusk voice acting is in the English dub, I can still feel the passion and their energy put into it. Still sounds like a fucking clown show. It does. But I don't think that he had any devoid emotions putting into it. So I don't really want to put him on blast.
There is some blame to him. But at the end of the day, it is the dubbing studio, whoever is in charge there in the studio, to coach J Balvin to voice in a certain way, to make sure the takes, the cuts, and everything is good for the dubbing. That is the role of the coaching, okay? That's what they're there for. But obviously, it seems like whoever was tasked with that duty got very lazy, and they tried to cover up the very poor voice acting skills with distortion and effects and stuff on the voice, which is why Tusk sounds so... like, you can't understand him in a lot of points within this episode. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it is the truth. It is not good dub work whatsoever.
Agreed.
And in the last few years, dubbing has gotten a lot better. Pushing aside bias and all that and what the internet likes to say often, dubbing has improved.
Yeah, I think that's...
But this is definitely a showcasing of a step backwards. Not even one step, but 5 steps backwards, because it showcases an inherent issue, not just with dubbing for anime, but for just dubbing for animated films to begin with, because when you start doing celebrity hires, it's no longer hiring people that know what to do, they're hiring them just to spread the name of the product.
Exactly. It's that they just think that it's good marketing, that with the celebrity status and prestige that people would like watch it more, but like it should never be about that. It should be meritocracy. This is so sad. This is a nepo hire, bro. It's like the opposite of DEI. They're like, we're just gonna hire someone that's not suited for the job because they have clout, which has nothing to do with, you know, the people that watch our show. Just sucks overall.
And they don't really care about how the quality of the said product actually is. And in this case, Soul Leveling takes a massive L for it. Thankfully, Tusk obviously doesn't get to be voiced anymore after this point.
Yeah, it's a one-off episode. Still, this is a significant episode, but you're not going to be hearing this voice acting over and over again. Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine if like a character that's been around, that constantly shows up in the future, has this voice acting? Oh my god, it'd be a clown fiesta.
but it's not the point. It's really shoddy work. It's very disappointing, and whoever was in the board meeting and all that approved of this,
they need to get fired, but they probably are like the most higher up execs that have immunity against decisions like this.
Should feel ashamed. It's not good. It's not. Anyone with a few brain cells can look at this and be like, it's not good. Obviously, it might not be the worst dub of all time. If I really wanted to scrape the bottom of the barrel, I could find it. But why I think this is personally one of the worst of all time, in my opinion, is because it showcases a new issue that is now arising, not just...
No pun intended, arise.
In the animated industry, but in anime. Like, celebrity hires for voice acting when there is obviously, clearly, better people suited. That would cost you less money. Because you know for a fact, whoever got J Balvin, you know, I mean, he made the announcement as well to be a part of this. Whoever got this to happen, there was definitely a pretty penny. A lot of money that was probably spent to get this man to voice Tusk. I mean, J Balvin has, you know, quite a, you know, an actual lot of sales. I mean, 35 million record sales worldwide. I mean, he clearly is a very big celebrity. Maybe not the biggest of all time, but he's pretty big. I mean, hell, I mean, the man's even in Fortnite. So, what I'm trying to say is
if it's true, again, nobody really knows, right? We don't have the numbers, these spreadsheets, but if they did allocate a huge chunk of the, you know, English dub budget, the project, into this one episode, what a mismanaged just shit show. What a waste of money.
Is that, I think that the money that was spent to get him to voice act could have been spent elsewhere for someone that was much better and, to be blunt, for cheaper.
Yep.
Now, I do want to state this, that no hate to J Balvin, okay? I want to say
he got set up. J Balvin simply just got approached and said, hey, here's the bag. You want to voice act this? And he's like, sure, I'll do it. I mean, now he's going to get clowned on. But hey, like, he did still voice act it. This isn't really all his fault. He got set up to fail. And now people are going to clown on him.
Say that he's probably a very good singer. And there's a lot of people that love him, okay? But the thing is, just because you're good at singing, you're good at something, you're a professional at something, doesn't mean you're good at other things. It's like saying, because you're the #1 bookseller and the best book writer of all time,
that's right,
doesn't necessarily mean that you could compete with professional athletes.
Now, I think there's a famous saying, I think, that perfectly summarizes this. There's a...
If you could...
I always bring this up. Kanye, listen, yeah, he crashing the fuck out. I know. But this is the old Kanye, and this video is perfect to summarize situations like this. Listen to what he's about to say.
If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Exactly. Kanye is right. Who cares about all your songs and music making? What the fuck do you know about solo leveling voice acting dub?
It's just, that's how it is. And it's very clear that J Balvin's, you know, voice acting isn't his strong suit. It could be because maybe he hasn't dedicated a lot of time to it. That's completely fair. But the point of the matter is that it was not good work, okay? And no hate to the man whatsoever, but I do not like celebrity hires being hired for a show just because of their name instead of...
It should be based on the merit. It should be all based on the skill set hired for the job.
Actually, their qualifications for the job. I'm not a big fan of that. I hate that, and I feel like I'm gonna be honest here. This might sound very harsh, but I think a random person on the street would probably sound better than whatever.
Ooh, put me in, coach. I can voice act this shit. Yo, hit up the anime boys, sister leveling team. They could voice act this shit way better.
We got here. I also think that a bridge series sound better than whatever.
Yep, the sister leveling voice acting is absolutely peak voice acting.
We got with Tusk as well. You can be upset with me on that, but that's my honest piece on the entire topic.
I agree.
I think that in general, that this is a very bad look for English dubs. I think that this makes them take a very bad step backwards and a negative effect. I do think, though, that there needs to be more blowback on this because I don't want to see just celebrity hires in all of anime just because they're...
Yeah, if you don't speak out your opinion and get backlash and give them the criticism, like, they're just going to keep doing this. These corporations will only change if you hurt their bottom line, you hurt their wallets. The more people voice their opinion and say, yo, this shit trash, the more they'll be like, you know what? Maybe we gotta stop doing celebrity hires. Maybe we gotta change something.
Their name is well recognized and stuff. And don't get me wrong, some celebrities can be good voice actors, but
yeah, like Jack Black or even Chris Pratt for the Mario movie, right? That movie, The Celebrity Hire, it did make sense.
For the most part, they're usually not. They're usually just there to sell a product, and that's it. And it really doesn't contribute anything but basically just making people tune into it. And, you know, it's a worse product. The quality of it is just less in general. That's my 2 cents. And also, like I said earlier, the money spent on celebrity hires could just be spent in so many different areas to save money, but also just do a better job production-wise. I don't know, but I'm just being blunt. I'll leave it at that, though. I wanted to talk about this. This really irked me, honestly. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I really wanted to talk about it because I just did not like what I heard here. Because Solo Leveling's dub isn't necessarily bad. I wouldn't say it's the best of all time.
Jinmu voice acting, I think, is honestly really, really great. I think that his Arise, again, it just hits.
But it's not bad. But seeing that, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. But I'll leave it at that.
That's pretty much it. Please go check out Chibi's video. Here's the link. Give the video a like if you did. Sub to his channel if you want. And I'll see you on the next one.